first round.
始まりましたね。
Ooh, hold on. All right, you're doing well.
惜しい。
Pressuring them in the corner.
どうなるどうなる？
The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also diminished. Dangerous range here. If you're careless, any move with long recovery can get jumped in on for good damage.
どうするどうする？ヒヤヒヤします。
Knockdown. Both fighters have entered burnout state, which will drastically change their approach to the fight. You may want to slow the pace here. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. They gotta scramble and recover quickly. It creates an opening with the low heavy. Still slugging it out and getting sweaty. Hey-o!
ナイスナイス。かっこい
That's a huge win there! Settle down and keep grinding.
い。いやー強すぎるよ。でもまだわからない。
Digs in deep to get that drive impact. Burnout triggered. They back the opponent into the corner, now to apply the pressure.
どうなるんですかね。ここから。
Time to take this momentum and really gets the throw out of the hooligan. Smart, aggressive play there. Max SA takes the hit and keeps on trucking.
え？慎重ですね。
What'll happen here? Great work! Just like that.
まあそういう時もあるよね。
Hey-o!
決まったー。
Keep on the gas. You had your moments there.
次のラウンドが勝負ですね。あ、全部勝負なんですけど。
Zones with
ナイスナイス。
player one has got to figure out a way to fight back after getting washed that last round.
そっかそっか。
Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack.
めっちゃ惜しい。ドンマイです。
Oh, you never know what can happen here. Player one is in dark times with burnout. They're in the corner. This may change the match.
いやー、一気に来るんじゃないですかこれは。
Anti-air in the clutch. Drops him. Player one has full drive gauge, but is on the brink of death. Still can't find a way. It's over.
決まっちゃいましたね。
Cammy
The
wins!
pieces are there. Keep your head up and focus.
めっちゃいい試合でした。またこんな戦いが見たいです。Player one。
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch.
まだまだ戦い足りないようです。
No worries about that.
いや、惜しいな今の。
Can tech the throw. Can they utilize the corner? Good anti-air. Opts for the throw.
どうだ？どうなる？
With a hit, whip, charge in. Tricky territory here. Knockdown. Player one needs to be cautious with drive gauge. Shoots off a fireball up close. Okay, they'll want to keep this flow going. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? That throw misses! Oh, more of that!
天才か？
Throws to get around their defense. Who wants this win the most? Who? Build up float. Where's this going? Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Player one can't use any more burnout trigger. It's there!
綺麗に決まりましたね。
Alright now, let's try and switch up the game plan.
次のラウンドが勝負ですね。まあ全部勝負なんですけど。
Everything up until this is gonna be bad news.
ナイスナイス。いいですね。
Full SA meters on deck. That's what we want. Player one has. Ooh, burnout activates.
なんかこっちが緊張する。
Juicy opportunity now in the corner.
この感じは名勝負の予感がします。
Great work! Just like that.
まあそういう時もあるよね。
A real test of nerve closes it out.
決めてったナイス。
Cammy
You're on
wins!
the right track. Get back.
Great match. Here comes a new challenger.
Right here, right now, we're in for something special.
よろしくお願いします。Player
Round
2.
one.
All right, first round. What's going to happen?
どっちも強そう。
Hadouken!
Shoots off a projectile from downtown to check their approach. We're still early in the round.
ここからどう攻めるんですかね。
Maybe they're gonna talk it out?
なんか読み合ってる感じですかね。わかんないけど。
They get the distance they want. Let's see their approach. Player 2 has been really leaning on that drive gauge. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Player 2 has used up all their drive. Throws to get around their defense. Grabs them.
ナイス
All burnt out on both sides. Checks them with the projectile. At this range, many attacks connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is so important here.
Hadouken!
いいですね
Lands the meter on the super art.
あ、これかっこいいやつ
Both fighters are barely alive.
どっちもギリギリ
Hits him.
決着ですね
Well read. Keep going.
いやー強すぎるよまだわからない
Piled up the knowledge. Now how are they going to use it?
一瞬の油断が命取りですよね
Opens them up with the throw.
いいですね
Scrapping it out up close. It's a definite game. Ooh, burnout activate. Time to take this momentum and really run with it. Not a lot happened, but I'm sure there's a point to this.
もうねここ本当に難しいでしょうね
Anything could happen here.
いやーここ気が抜けないですね
Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. One fighter's drive gauge brushes that off and keeps going. Picks a good spot to use the super.
何これすごい派手でいいですね
Yeah, that's what I like to see. Jinru, rep up.
二人ともやる気満々だ
Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Time five impact misses. There's still a chance here.
白熱してますすごすぎ天才
Both sides experiencing burnout.
いやー頑張れ
This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. You're done.
決まった
Player 2 did some damage there. Damn.
強すぎすごい勢いでした
Oh, we're gonna run
Player
it back
two.
now? This thing ain't over yet.
さっき負けた方も次はいける
Pops him with the shoulder. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity.
何か狙ってるんですかねこれは
Anything that happens early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight.
ここからどう攻めるんですかね
Knockdown.
お
The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also diminished. They get the distance they want. Let's see their approach. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. They gotta watch out. Shoots off a fireball up close. Sweet.
ナイス
Combo with the target combo. Player 2 has completely used all their drive gauge, but they still have enough AO.
ナイスナイスかっこいい
You remember your shortcomings. It's easier to fill in those gaps.
勝負はまだこれからって感じですね
Ooh, are we going to see some fireworks here? Brushes that off and keeps going.
やばい
Grabs him. Very solid corner switch. Player 2 has grabbed the lead. Time to settle in and control the pace. They decide to take a breather to regroup. Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks. Player 2 will be experiencing burnout. Brings down a Yoga Comet to throw him off. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Opens him up with the throw. Fires off a Yoga Comet. They're going for the super art?
ちょっと何ですか今の
Gotta be mindful of reach and jump ins at this range. The Houdini will block. Why are they going to add some damage and flare with the super?
すごい派手でいいですね
Chucks a fireball to keep control of the space. You know we paid to get in here, right?
もうねここ本当に難しいんでしょうね
Burned out.
いやー頑張れ
One player is in burnout state. Is it time to end this? Any mistake here is gonna be fatal. What is it gonna be?
すごいですよ
Nuh-uh. That win wasn't luck. It was 100% planned.
あそこからの逆転はしびれますね Player
Not over. They want that run back. How's this going to unfold?
まだまだ戦い足りないようです
Throws to get around their defense. Checks with the projectile. Nice. Smart choice there.
うまい
There's a punish count. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. Nailed it. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. They gotta scramble and recover quickly. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? There's space to make something happen here, and neither fighter looks willing to back down. This is a tough spot. KO! Nice! That's the way to do it.
めちゃくちゃすごい攻めでしたね
They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter.
いやーどうなるんだろう
Earl takes the hit and keeps on trucking.
どういうことこれいやいや
Time to take this momentum and really run with it.
いやーどうだどうだ
Experiencing burnout. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Could be looking to start something.
もうねここ本当に難しいんですよね
Feeling out the space.
おどうなるんでしょうか
Player 2 doesn't have a lot of punches that baits out the attack and gets the punish count.
いいですね
Taking the yoga lesson to a new level of pain. They're really gonna feel this one in the morning.
いやいや
Gotta be careful not to whip at this range.
全然気が抜けませんね
Time to
どういうことこれ
no worries about that.
いや惜しいな今の
Gets the critical art. Even when the chips are down, they're still looking for a play to take this fight. Now they got to do a follow-up. Both sides getting ready, experiencing burnout.
いやー頑張れ
Player 1 is in a down and out.
おおしっかり倒しきりましたね
Awesome win!
Player 2 is showing them what's good.
もうこんなの誰も勝てないよ最強